All right, so we're gonna be trying something a little bit different today. I went and got the Spear America vest, weight vest. I've got 4 pounds of weight in there and then 12 around the waist. So we're going to give this a shot. I've got my knife up here. Right now, I'm not liking the way this thing sits because it sits up high. The knife is way up on my shoulder, so that might be a pain in the butt when I'm in the water, but it's all with a little product test. Let's see how this thing does, and cheers. Here's one of my first dives, and dropping down at the bottom, one of the things you'll notice here, and then of course you can't see my body, but I would lay straight down on the rocks. I'm able to keep in perfect position without any kind of flexing or doing anything to try to maintain my legs on the ground or my chest down to the ground. I'm just laying out flat. It just is a great position when you get down on the bottom. All right, the dive's in the book, and my first dive with the Spear Pro America weight vest. So here's the Spear America weight vest. As you can see, it's got a couple areas to hold things. You got this area. I put my knife here. We'll talk about it in the video. We'll talk about that a bit. Got a little pouch here and a couple areas to hook some stuff on. If you wanted to, you could hook this to the back of your belt. I think we can all agree it's generally not a good idea, since you want to be able to ditch any kind of weight on your body as quickly as possible. And if you have this attached to your belt, you've now tied yourself in 2 different ways. On the other side, we've got different pouches for the weights. Here I have a soft weight. Would like to get another soft weight to go up here, and another one or 2 here. So pretty simple. Here's the class. If you're ever in trouble, pop off. But the nice thing is it doesn't clasp in front, so you're not worrying about unclasping in the front here like this and then letting it go. You basically can just strip that off immediately. Super easy. So I don't know if you really necessarily need these, but they're there just in case you need to pop off real quick. So I loved it. Overall, I loved it. I had 4 pounds up top. I had 12 pounds around my waist, so a total of 16. One of the things that I really loved about the vest was that it doesn't evenly distribute the weight, but it does distribute the weight more so that you can actually leverage it a lot more underwater than just having the weight around your belt. So one of the things that I absolutely love, so when you go into your duck dive and you put your head down and get ready to dive, you do have to remember that you have weight up here now. So you do have to adjust for that a little bit. So once you start going down, that weight is already headed down, which was kind of nice. It does change the way that you kick down. Now, I was a little bit underweight. I do need to add about 2 more pounds in there because it did take me a bit more to kick down to the bottom. Remember, I went from 20 pounds to 16 pounds, so I think that 18 pounds is going to get me down there the way that I want to get down there. But overall, once you're down there, you're not balancing, you're not flexing. So it was really, really nice to have. But one of the challenges that I did have was where the knife placement was. So it sat up on my shoulder like this. The challenge was that when I shot a fish, I had to drop both my spear and the fish, because I had to, once I unlocked it here and started pulling, I put the band of the knife around the hilt of it. Well, now I have to reach up and I have to use both hands to unhook it, bring it down, brain the fish, put it all back, rewrap it around. So it was kind of a pain in the butt to do that. Maybe there is an easier way, maybe a smaller knife, I don't know. Even a smaller knife would have sat up here on me with that, so I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to try different adjustments. with the vest, and I really don't even need it to be up on the vest. I can have it on my weight belt. But one of the nice things, it never got hung up on the kelp. So as I was going through, not once did the knife ever get hung up on the kelp. It sat right up here, so it was easy to get if I wasn't shooting a fish and trying to brain it. But that's my main purpose for it when I'm out diving. Overall, I think the weight vest from Spear America, the Spear Pro, is actually great, especially for the price. It was about, I believe it was about 65 bucks. Not a wallet breaker. It was really nice. It actually did make me feel a bit more comfortable out there with the distribution of weight. So if you've been looking at them, I think it's worth it. I'm actually really glad that I bought one, and I look forward to hearing if anybody else has one. Tell me how you've adjusted, what you've done to make it even a little bit more comfortable, because I do like it and it did help me. But this is my first dive with it. Maybe there's some cooler stuff I can do with it. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you. Cheers.